time that I was a small child, it was always drilled into me by my folks that no matter where we live, no matter where we work, Hawaii is always home. It is where our family is, it's where our culture is, it's where our values are. Always remember, no matter where you are, where you live is where you live, where you work is where you work, but Hawaii is always home. I remember as a kid growing up finding out that, oh, Dad has to go somewhere suddenly. It turns out that when he would have to go somewhere suddenly, it was he had to go to the White House because the president, said, Dan, can you come over? I want to talk to you about a few things, run a few things by you. And that was to talk civil rights. He was one of the folks that President Johnson would regularly kind of ping to get his feedback on, the civil rights legislation. I actually was very fortunate as a small child because I got to meet President Johnson. I remember sitting on this guy's lap, and he's like trying to show me all the stuff that's on his desk in the Oval Office. My biggest memory was I thought this guy must be really important because if he presses a button, a guy comes into the office to bring him a soda. I thought, now that's cool. I can't press a button if I want something to drink. But there was this real kind of bond with those two. It was really quite something.
My dear friend, we're coming down the crunch here where I got to talk to you a little bit and get Skype. What do you have to offer?
I never heard as many compliments on anybody as I did on Inouye.
Yes, I know.
He answers Vietnam with that empty sleeve. He answers your problems with Nixon with that empty sleeve. He has that brown face. He answers everything in civil rights, and he draws the contrast without ever opening his mouth. I've never known him to make a mistake. He's got cold, clear courage. He's as loyal as a dog, as you must have observed. He never undercuts you. He ought to appeal to the West. He ought to appeal to the world. It would be fresh and different. He's young and new. The Southern boys all love Inouye.
Yeah.
They just look at him and see that they can't fuss at him and say he doesn't love peace. God knows he wants peace more than anybody. And in other words, the South can't get mad at him because he's color, and he would appeal to every other minority because he is one.
The relationship between my dad and President Johnson, to me, is actually one of the more potentially interesting political stories.